Whenever you go to a fair in Vermont, you're expecting to eat some maple-flavored treats. The Maple Barn at the Vermont State Fair is doing more than just making your favorite flavored creamies and milkshakes. The Maple Barn donates a portion of its profits to the Foley Cancer Center. PEGTV's Ashley Nelson has more.
Sugaring's been a part of probably most of my life. I started working with a neighbor, get sugared down the road. Then when I, of course, got older, I started doing it myself in 1985 at my residence in Clarendon. And that was a little tiny rig where we made maybe 20 gallons a year, and now we're 1,300 to 1,500 gallons a year.
Most of these volunteers have been in the sugaring industry since they were young children. Some are even teaching their younger relatives the ropes to one day take over.
My dad used to help a sugar maker out in Ira, and when I was little, I mean just barely, I could look into the buckets, we would run from tree to tree and pull the ice out, and that was back when they were using horses. And I've just always, it's like it's in the blood. I don't know how else to explain it. It isn't spring unless we're sugaring. I have to be involved somehow. I'm not as active as I used to be, but it's one of the best parts of Vermont and becoming a spring. My nephew has taken over my sugar bush. He is learning the ropes and is doing an incredible job. So I'm not as hands-on as I used to be, but I'm still there. I'm still pitching in.
The Maple Barn has donated thousands of dollars over the past few years, and in addition to the donations, they participate in the Relay for Life year after year.
So we decided then we would take all the profits and donate them. We're donating to the Foley Cancer Center now because they're Rutland County, they're local. And with that money, it goes to the patient, directly to them. If they need medicine or whatever, rides to the hospital or back and forth, that's what it takes care of. So we're working on a few other things that could be quite significant down the road, but we're got to get them going first before we go too deep into that. But it's a fantastic thing. Anything we can do to help with that. Cancer is not a choice by no means. It's not like alcohol and drugs today. Cancer is something that happens to you. 1 in 3 people, a doctor are telling it, has it and don't even realize it, until it takes over. And if we can help make that a little easier, what a better thing for us sugar makers to do.
Part of what we do as maple producers is give back to the community. We really spend a lot of time promoting maple, but we also spend a lot of time doing something good and something positive. And when it was suggested that we should start doing something for Foley, it was just a resounding unanimous yes, because they're local, they need our help, and it just seemed like a really good fit. And the same with the Relay for Life. When the Relay for Life came, it just made sense for us to open the sugar house and to be a part of that and to support that and show that we are part of the community. We're not just a bunch of sugar makers out in the woods in our own little part of the world, but we are bringing more to the community than just our maple syrup in 1 week a year at the fair.
A few of these volunteers have been through the battle with a close family member and even themselves. Chris has been volunteering for 36 years.
I am a breast cancer survivor, and I know how difficult that road can be. And having the support just means so much. It helps you get through some of the darkest days of your life.
Well, some of us have had to use the cancer center. My husband was one of the people that used it, and so we're happy that the money can stay in this area and not go out of state or to another town. So yes, it really makes us proud to be able to help them every year.
We don't push anything, but we make it known that Foley is a really big part of what we want to support, and we found that the support from the general public has been just phenomenal. When they hear that, our tips here go to Foley, that this is the big thing that we do, we get a lot of support.